Is this the most popular plan with Drees Homes? You tell me. It definitely has one of the best backyards, and we're in a community that has all 1 acre lots. Stay tuned for a great walkthrough. Hey everyone, Raj Sahu here. I'm a realtor in Central Texas, but you shouldn't always use me as a realtor. More on that a little bit later. Today we're walking through the Lynmar 2 plan with Drees Custom Homes. This plan with the upgrades shown in the model home is just over 5,000 square feet. It has 5 bedrooms, 5.5 bathrooms, has a second floor balcony, and has a massive backyard. And I'm excited to show you all of that. First, when we walk into the home, I love how it's open to the second story, and as you can tell, Drees does not hold back when it comes to design. You have some amazing light fixtures that are in this home, along with some great design upgrades, and we'll cover all of that in this walkthrough. As you get out to this main living area, I love the wide open kitchen, and then what's unique about this plan compared to other floor plans with other builders is you have open to the second story in the dining room, and I like how that dining room is centrally located, where the other areas are private from each other, the front entrance from the living room, but they're all flowing together and still very open concept. So I think it's difficult to have that combination of privacy and open concept, but I think this plan does it really well. Starting off in the kitchen, I love what they did here where they have the large kitchen island, they have the upper cabinets with the glass inserts. We have two-tone cabinet colors, so you have that brown color on the kitchen island, and then everything else is white and bright. The backsplash they kept simple, but they just put in a herringbone pattern, which I think is great, and very good under cabinet vent hood design. And usually when you have a pseudo custom builder like Drees, which I'll cover a little bit more later on in the video, what I think a summary of what that really means is you just tend to get more options with a builder like this, where they have a lot more vent hood options. They have, just generally speaking, more that you can choose from to really make this home yours. Now, I always like getting inspiration from model homes. I like that accent wall that we'll see in the dining room area where they put a large piece of artwork. You'll see what I mean in a second when we get back to that area. But I want to cover the rest of the kitchen here. So they do have a Butlers Pantry that leads into this large pantry area. So lots of hanging shelves, as you can tell here. This is what you would typically see in just a standard pantry, just some shelves all the way around. But with Drees, they tend to have a little bit more space in this area for a lot of people that are trying to hide their coffee machine or smoothie machine or all the different machines that we now have. It's great to just have an area for that, and also some more areas for storage. It's always handy, especially this close to the kitchen, as well as very close to the dining room. And we will come back to the dining room in a second, but I just want to cover this area of the home, which is going to be your utility room and your mud room. So this is going to be a mud bench, which is very large, as you can tell. And then the door to the right of us is access to the 2-car garage. There is a 3-car garage, but it's a separate 1-car carriage garage. And that's going to be accessible through the utility room, which is what this is. I like the tile work that they did here. It just kind of changes it up with the dark tile on the floor and the white countertops and light brown cabinets. Just really good contrast in some of these models. Now that's going to be access to the owner's closet. We will come back around to that closet. This door would actually go to the 1-car carriage garage. And by the way, the 2-car garage is side facing. The 1-car garage faces out to the home. It's got a very unique exterior, and you can, if you want, reach out to me. I can show you all the drone footage that was done on this home so you can get a really good idea of what the exteriors look like. Getting back out to the main living area, I like that they have an area here to put even more cabinetry or a wine fridge or really whatever you want. And that's the beauty of building from scratch. You don't have to do everything that's in the model home. I can tend to get very pricey with the upgrade costs all adding up for some of these model homes, but you can do different things that you get inspiration from various model homes. And I think that that's great. And I think this is a good example. Check out that accent wall where everything's very open, just provides that contrast on that side to kind of break up that white wall and really give what I think is the central part of this home is that dining area and that outdoor area with the sliding glass doors. There's a balcony up there that we'll get to later on in the video. This all feels like one space where you have the sliding glass doors there. You have sliding glass doors on this side as well, right next to the living room. And those doors, along with all the windows, look fantastic. There is so much natural light in here, and that is great for just living casually in the home, but also just for big parties and entertaining. Opening up those doors where all these spaces feel like one, and each space in its own feels very large. Like, take a look at this living room. You have a lot of furniture in here, and then you have these huge windows in that back wall that make that deck feel like if people are out there, people are inside. It all just feels, again, combined in one space. I know I've said that now multiple times, but I keep saying it because that feeling that you get when you walk in this home is tough to achieve in just a video format. But after walking hundreds of homes now, I know that for some buyers, they get their hopes up when they're looking at these videos out of state, and then when they fly here and they actually walk it and it delivers, that's probably the best feeling, is seeing, somebody's eyes when they're walking through these homes thinking, wow, I remember the video and this looks just as amazing, even better in person. And that goes in the patio too. So I exited through one of the sliding glass doors. That's the other one. You have that opening in that area, and then there's a bit of a catwalk along the side. That's going to be the balcony that we'll get to. But while we're out here, take a look at how much room is here. So you saw a sitting area behind us. You have a 6-seater dining table. You have a grill on the right side. You have that huge backyard that we will walk out to. But I just had to show you this. I like that wood finish that they have here on the ceilings. Just that nice accent touch that I think draw your eyes upward. And everything just feels very open out here. And I think it's the plan, but it's also this backyard. So we are in a community called Clearwater Ranch. This is in Liberty Hill, Texas, which is a very fast-growing suburb in the Northwest Corridor, just outside of Austin, Texas. And in this community, Drees is in one last phase that's left that all has 1 acre lots at a minimum. And if you stay till the end of the video, I'll show you a drone shot of this plan under construction at the edge of the neighborhood, and it has this great view of the greenery behind it. And I'll even take that drone around and show you some of the lots that are available in that last phase here in Clearwater Ranch. Now, if you like the idea of big backyards like this, here's what I can tell you. It is possible in areas outside of Austin. Obviously, you could say that outside of every city, but the big question is pricing. Now, I know in a lot of my videos, people ask, well, what's the price for this? What's the price for that? Builders do not want me to put pricing in any of these videos because these videos stay up for a while, and if somebody watches this in the future, it could lead them wrong, and I don't want to lead people wrong. I want to lead them right. So if you're looking at pricing, even in different areas outside of Austin or other cities in Central Texas like Dallas or San Antonio or even Houston, let me know. I have a really good idea of at least ballparks in general areas. And so if another city in Texas makes sense outside of Austin, I can at least connect you with a great realtor partner who's specialized in the criteria that you have. Getting back into the plan, we saw a lot on the exterior, which I really wanted to showcase because those windows and everything, we will get up to the second floor where you saw some huge windows in their game room. I mentioned the balcony so many times because I get so many people reaching out to me for a second floor balcony, and I think this is a great plan if you love second floor balconies. So we'll get to all of that later on in the video. Finishing up the first floor, we are in the primary bedroom. Again, love the windows in the back wall here. Love the different design elements they did, like that accent wall on the back. And then the tray ceiling is fantastic. And I like this design work they did even on that tray ceiling, just because it provides, again, that contrast that I think a lot of people are looking for. And sometimes I go through these homes and they're completely empty. It's really hard to imagine living in these areas, or you tend to point things out that you wouldn't normally see because the room's completely empty, like the flooring or the ceilings they're so white. And people don't realize you can break these things up. And look at model homes, like look at the amount of pictures they have up on the walls. They did that accent wall in the ceiling, like I mentioned, different things that really break up the space, that provides that contrast that I think a lot of people are looking for from a design standpoint. And that same contrast is here in the primary bathroom. Take a look at that black wall that they did there along the shower, how open this is with the freestanding tub. You have the 3 transom windows in that shower, and then you have a very solid black tile that contrasts that white tile in the shower, as well as the light brown cabinet colors. And if you thought we weren't going to walk through this shower, we definitely are. I want to show you how massive this shower is. So you have some shampoo niches on the left side. You got a bench seat behind me. You have so many different shower heads. It's hard for me to even comprehend it. I like how they have a window here to keep it open to the rest of the bathroom. And I love the tile that they used here. It has so much movement in it. And it's funny walking through this bathroom now, I realize that somebody in a past video where I did the same floor plan, this floor plan is very popular. It's built as a model home in 3 different areas in the Austin metro area. But somebody said on a comment on one of my videos that to go through this model home because it's so modern, it's got this amazing contemporary look, and they wanted a good video on it. So shout out to you if you made that comment. I definitely wanted to make it out here. I've been through this home before, but I never got around to making a video because I had this floor plan before, but I do like seeing different design elements. You can change a plan so much with just design elements, as well as the backyard and the lot that it's on. Getting back to the plan, we are in the primary closet. There's some really good built-ins in here. Most builders don't really do built-ins. A lot of times they do it in a model home. It's just kind of staging for the model home. I wouldn't call it staging. I think these are actually affixed to the walls. But for most builders, if they do offer it, it does carry quite a bit of a premium. At least that's what I've seen previously. And it's because a lot of the aftermarket providers are always going to be better in cost. They're going to provide some more options. And it's because that's all they do is closet build outs. And there's usually in every major city many different options that you can do aftermarket. So the builder's just providing rods and a shelf, and you know that you're doing a closet build out aftermarket, just make sure you tell your construction manager. Usually a lot of builders will leave it out if you request them to, because to my knowledge there's nothing related to code or something they have to do to put those in a closet. Getting over to this side of the 1-story here, and then we will head upstairs. We do have a powder bathroom. And then I did mention we have 5 bedrooms in the home, so there are 2 bedrooms downstairs. So we saw the primary bedroom. This is going to be the secondary bedroom downstairs. And this is one of the largest secondary bedrooms that we'll see. Now there is a structural upgrade here, and this is what they're currently offering. Drees has this normally. It's just like a bedroom for, again, I can't give dimensions out because builders hate that because they do change these plans over time. But right now, what I'm seeing is a structural upgrade option called an independent living suite. Just gives you kind of that sitting area in addition to the space to put a bed, and not just that sitting area, but you saw a kitchenette where there was a microwave and a fridge, a mini fridge. There is also just an option to put an extended bedroom option in here where I don't think you get as big of a sitting area, and the bedroom just gets extended out like a perfect rectangle. At least that's what I'm seeing currently online. And I'm telling you this because when I say currently seeing, that's in this community, Clearwater Ranch. These things can change over time. They can also change from community to community. So just take everything that I'm saying with a grain of salt, and obviously double check these things by working with a buying agent who can set up an appointment with Drees and kind of work one-on-one with their builder agent. And then you saw previously that was an in-suite full bathroom, and then of course a walk-in closet in here. Now we still have to get to the study in the first floor. So the study was right when we first walked in, the front doors to the right. So we're gonna hook around this stairwell, get to that study, and then we'll head upstairs. Now, I am excited for you to see this study because I think it's quite the dream builder if you work from home. Take a look at the V-shaped desk with the cabinets in the back, the built-in shelves, and then look at this light fixture. I don't even know if this is a light fixture, if there's light coming from it, and I don't even care. I think it looks amazing with the beams running across it. So many things going on in that study. I know normally I would go there and sit down at the desk, but I wanted to give the builder agent who uses that as her office some privacy, and shout out to her if she's watching. She let me just kind of film that area for 30 seconds or so, just to give you an idea of what's there and cover everything in this home. Okay, getting to the second floor here, I almost came up here and said this is my favorite part, but I think I have a lot of favorite parts of this plan. The backyard's amazing. That dining room downstairs I thought was so well done with that light fixture and that accent wall that we saw previously. even though I've seen this plan quite a bit, I love seeing it with some different touches in the plan. I think it makes it look so different. And here's another example of that. This is a bedroom that they turned into a workout area. I have a lot of people that are looking at where to put their workout area, and I think it's just something that's come with the times. You know, obviously when things shut down in 2020, people are looking to work out at their house, and they're trying to figure out how to do that. And so I think this is a creative option. Now, I will say it is on the second floor, so when you're slinging around weights or you have a treadmill in here, sometimes that can get loud. There are sometimes options with the builder that you can do to put extra insulation in here. That could make a difference, but you know, weights are going to be loud in general. And so I have a lot of people that are looking to find a floor plan where they can upgrade something downstairs to make a workout room, which a lot of builders are starting to adopt. I shouldn't say a lot. There are maybe a few builders that I'm aware of that have a good option for that. And I am actually seeing it in a couple of model homes now where having that workout area is great. But you know, for this specific plan, it starts at a 4-bedroom, and then you can do a structural upgrade. At least that's what they're currently offering, where you can do a 5th bedroom. So if you only really need 4 bedrooms, that 5th bedroom is perfect then for a workout area. Now that was a look down at the front door. I love that light fixture that they did in there. That's a media room through those doors that we will come back around to. But first, I do want to show you this game room because it's massive. And I love the windows off that game room, especially if you back up to greenery like this lot does. And I think they could probably even fit more furniture in here. There's a lot of space to run around. You have that foosball table in the middle. I like what they did here with the hoops set up. I could spend some time on this. Just looking for a basketball, but I realized, you know, this is a model home, so there's a lot of kids running in and out of here. They probably don't have a ball close by, but at least you get a good visual of how big this room is. They even have some built-in desks on this side, which, you know, for cabinets and desks, it's pretty expensive usually with the builder. There's always some aftermarket I think you could do there, unless you really like that cabinet look. Now those windows were great looking out from the game room, but let me show you what's even better, and that's coming out to this balcony area. I know I mentioned my favorites so far for the plan. I do want to hear from you at the end of this video. What are your favorites? Because I feel like there are so many. So comment below when you get to the end of the video and tell me what you think, and let me know what you think of this balcony. I was just speaking to somebody who was looking to move to Texas, and we were talking about what they really value, and they mentioned the second floor balcony just to sit up there and feel like they're in a spacious area. They don't want to stick their hand out the window and touch their neighbor is the way they put it. I thought that was so funny, because I think if you're on one of these 1-acre lots that are massive and you have a lot of land behind you, you have a lot of privacy, this balcony is fantastic. Where if you just want to enjoy the outdoors while you're upstairs, you can just pop out the door, enjoy it, have a cup of coffee out there, just enjoy a drink with some friends or family. And I think that is missing these days, right? Sometimes we're so glued to our phone. I think it's just nice to just look out, enjoy the nature, and talk with somebody. And it's funny, while I say that, I think about all the conversations that I've had with past clients that have built their home from scratch and moved into it, and now they've lived in the home for a year or 2 or 3 years. I always like to ask them, what do they enjoy most about their home? Was there anything that surprised them, or was it exactly what they thought it was going to be? And while we go through this bedroom and in-suite full bathroom, and then we'll see the media room next, I want to tell you their answer. Their answer is always something that kind of surprised them, that they liked about the home. Maybe they didn't think about it at first, but when you get a little bit deeper into their conversation, they always mention simply they like just having people over, the people that are closest to them, their family, their friends, and just enjoying the home, just having conversation, having a drink, relaxing with their friends and family. In fact, I just had somebody who moved to Austin. They're from India. They've been in the States for quite a while, but a lot of their family are actually still back in India. And to bring their parents in from India, bring some cousins back from India, even I think it was a sibling in India, everybody was able to reside in their house comfortably and enjoy the space and just enjoy time together. And that's why I love walking to these homes, because it's not just a material object that you're seeing here. It's about the time and the people that you spend in this space that really matters. And what also matters are media rooms. So check out this wet bar in the back of this media room. I love all the decor and the lights that they have here. And the dark walls really provide that calm environment I think a lot of people are looking for when they're in their media room, you know, late at night or long day at work. You just come in here, you can sit back and relax. And looking at the ceiling, I actually have a couple clients that are doing a full media room build out with Best Buy. Now this isn't sponsored by Best Buy, but I do want to give them a shout out. They did a great job with one of my clients recently where the ceiling was actually, it looked like the stars. There was even like a shooting star that would go by. It just looked very cool and made the room feel so different. It actually reminded me of that other media room that we saw. Now, while we go through this last bedroom that also has a full bathroom outside of it, I do want to clarify what I mentioned earlier in the video, which I mentioned don't always use me as a realtor. And what I meant by that is when you speak with realtors, and what I often hear from people is when you speak to a realtor, that realtor will try to convince that person to work with them. That's what realtors do, and sometimes it gives realtors a bad rap because everybody's trying to sell, use me. Now, I'm not trying to rag on other realtors out there. I'm just trying to say what I've done differently that I think is working really well now is I focus on a very specific niche of real estate. It tends to be newer homes, new construction, where I've worked with 18 different builders in the last 2 years. And so in a specific niche of real estate, I think I can provide a high amount of value for clients who have that criteria. Now, for clients who don't have that criteria, that could be people that just want an investment property, or a lot of people come to me and they say they want their home listed. And what I end up doing is I refer them to a realtor partner of mine that is specialized in the criteria that that person needs. And that keeps me very efficient, providing a high amount of value for my specific niche while still providing value to people who reach out to me that have different criteria and helping them find somebody who's great. So if that's you, you have real estate needs anywhere in the States. If it's a listing, I can find data in your specific area. Or if you're looking on the buy side in the Texas area, reach out to me. My number is in the description of this video and I'd be happy to help. Now, I don't want to let you go just on this model home. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, I had a surprise. I guess I let it out of the bag. This is going to be the same plan with Drees, except it's being built on the edge of the neighborhood, has an amazing view looking out to this greenery. Now they are just prepping for the foundation as you see there. So that's just the first foundation. That's the concrete, right? You're gonna have a frame built out for the first story, and then imagine a 2-story balcony view looking out to that. And that's what I'm talking about. I love walking through model homes because it does give you that visual of what's possible with the floor plan. But understand there are so many different lots around the Austin metro and Texas in general where you can get great views or a large lot or both. And speaking of that, this is that section in Clearwater Ranch where there are many options right now to pick your own lot, but this will be the last section in this 1-acre lot community. So I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, give this video a like, subscribe for more walkthroughs like this, and as always, hope this helps. Take care, everyone.